So day one of the NFL draft in 2021 has concluded. We'll go through picks 1 through 32. I'll grade each pick, and while I'll try to be fair for everyone, I'm not going to give A's and B's to every team. Just keep in mind, I'm wrong all the time, so if I give your team a bad grade, maybe it's a good thing. But I'm trying to be fair. I'm going to try and give honest grades for each and every team. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Leave in the comments the ones that you disagree with or ones that you do agree with, and let's get into it. For the first pick, Trevor Lawrence, I got to give it an A+. And we all know Trevor Lawrence is one of the best quarterback prospects in a long time, but I respect a good tank job. And you know what? The Jaguars started off 1-0. They got the winless season thing off their chest. They go on to lose the next 15 games, kind of like the Texans back in the Jadeveon Clowney year, where they started off 2-0, then went 0-14 the rest of the year. So Jacksonville executed on a very good tank job. The Jets look like they had Trevor Lawrence locked up for a long time, and Trevor Lawrence should be very good. Can they build a team around him? That's the thing. They also took Travis Etienne later. We'll find out what they do with the rest of the draft. I give that one an A+. At number 2, the Jets took Zach Wilson, as most of us knew before the draft, out of BYU. I like the scheme fit. I do like Zach Wilson's talent a lot. The only question I have is, will he be injury prone in the NFL? He did miss some time in 2019 with injuries. I think he's a very talented kid. I think he's going to be a good fit for the Jets. They have some receiving options now with Corey Davis, Denzel Mims, and even Jamison Crowder. So Zach Wilson seems like a good fit to me. I would give this one an A-. At number 3, we finally got the answer for who the 49ers traded up for. Apparently it was Mac Jones, but it was Trey Lance out of North Dakota State, a guy I'm a big fan of. I give this one a B+. I mean, Trey Lance is not a sure thing, but I love quarterbacks that have very high ceilings and high upside, and Trey Lance is the definition of that. Very, very physical runner, can throw the ball a mile if you need him to, and Kyle Shanahan knows how to scheme guys open, one of the best offensive play callers in the league. So I think this is a good fit. Hopefully Trey Lance has a good career. I do give it a B+. There are some concerns with accuracy, but for now, I give it a pretty good grade of a B+. At number 4, the Atlanta Falcons took Kyle Pitts, the tight end out of Florida. While I love Kyle Pitts' ability, I have to think that the Falcons need some help on defense for sure. They were very bad defensively, basically non-existent last year in some games. So I preferred them to trade back, but Kyle Pitts is very talented. I like him a lot from a talent standpoint. That Atlanta offense will be very scary, assuming that Julio Jones will be back next year. So I give this one a B-. I don't hate it, but I think Atlanta could have went in a different direction here and basically trade back and get extra picks and try to improve that defense in some way. At number 5, the Cincinnati Bengals took Jamar Chase. Now, I love Jamar Chase. I did think they were going to go with Penei Sewell. You really couldn't go wrong there, honestly. So I give Jamar Chase's pick an A-. I do have concerns about Riley Reiff and Jonah Williams holding up as the tackles all year, but still, Jamar Chase now joins the receiving core of T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. Went from a pretty good receiving core to very good, and Jamar Chase is very talented, so I do like the pick. I would give it an A-. At number 6, the Miami Dolphins took Jalen Waddle, the wide receiver out of Alabama. I'm a big fan of his. The injuries are a bit concerning. They did sign Will Fuller, who's kind of a similar player, so I would give this one a B+. I do like Waddle a lot. I think this is going to help Tua Tagovailoa and see if he's the real deal for them or not. So I do like this pick. It makes sense. I will give it a B+ for Miami. At number 7, the Detroit Lions took Penei Sewell, the offensive tackle from Oregon, and I love Sewell. I would give this one an A. I think this is good value. I know they have Taylor Decker, but Penei Sewell is probably going to be even better. You can shift some of your offensive line around and make room for this guy. He was dominant at 19 years old, so I love this pick. It was good value. I would give this one an A, honestly. At number 8, the Carolina Panthers took J.C. Horn, the cornerback out of South Carolina. So there may be a bit of an adjustment period here because J.C. Horn got away with a lot in college that he probably won't get away with in the NFL with penalties. So there may be a bit of an adjustment here. And yes, it's a concern because cornerbacks are not the surest thing to translate to the NFL, but I do like J.C. Horn's talent a lot, and Carolina needed some secondary help. I will give this one a B-. It wasn't a bad pick, but there is some risk involved here, so I will go with a kind of safe pick. I'll give it a B- here. At number 9, I thought for sure the Broncos were going to go with a quarterback because Justin Fields and Mac Jones were still on the board, but they go with Patrick Surtain II, the cornerback out of Alabama. I think he's very safe. I like this pick. I'm giving this one an A-. Denver's roster is very good up and down. They just need some quarterback help, of course, and hopefully Teddy Bridgewater may be that guy. Maybe it's Drew Lock. We'll find out. But Patrick Surtain adds to a defense that's already very good. I like this pick. It's a safe one. I will give this one an A-. At number 10, the Eagles traded up a couple spots with the Cowboys. They took Devontae Smith, the wide receiver out of Alabama. I do like Smith. I'll give this one a B. We'll see what Jalen Hurts is. We'll see if he can get him the ball consistently. But the Eagles definitely needed some wide receiver help. It's a good team need. Pretty good value for Smith, who some people thought was the best wide receiver in this class. So I'll give it a B. There are some concerns, of course, but the weight issue sometimes gets overblown. But you never know, because we've never seen a guy at 166 pounds be a great NFL receiver. At number 11, the Chicago Bears traded up with the Giants. They took Justin Fields, the quarterback out of Ohio State. I like this move for them. I'm not the biggest Justin Fields guy, but the Bears had to do something at the quarterback position. I love the value at 11th overall for Justin Fields. I probably would not have taken him in the top 3, but 11th overall seems like really good value. The Giants got a good return. It's a good move for everybody. I give this one an A- for Chicago. At number 12, the Dallas Cowboys take Micah Parsons, the linebacker out of Penn State. If there is no character issues here or any type of concerns, I love him as a player. I think this has the potential to be a very good pick, unfortunately, as I am a Giants fan, but I will give this one an A- because Sean Lee retired. Some of the other linebackers there for Dallas have underperformed in recent years, and some guys like Leighton Vander Esch have gotten injured sometimes. So I love this pick from Micah Parsons. It's pretty good value at 12 for a guy that some people think is the best defensive player in this class. At number 13, the Los Angeles Chargers took Rashawn Slater, the offensive tackle out of Northwestern, which is also pretty good value. So I like Slater from a talent standpoint. I mean, he's going to be a left tackle right away, which is kind of concerning. I'm going to throw a guy right into the fire and block for Justin Herbert's blind side. So I do have my concerns out of the gate. I'll give it a C+. It does not mean I don't like Slater, but I have my concerns about this one working out right away. It might take some time for Slater to settle in there at left tackle. At number 14, the Jets traded up with the Vikings to take Elijah Vera-Tucker, the offensive guard out of USC. And Elijah Vera-Tucker seems like a very safe pick. He should be a good starter at minimum, and he's now next to Mekhi Becton and will help block for Zach Wilson. I like this move from the Jets. It did not cost too much to move up, honestly, so it's a pretty good move. Vera-Tucker is safe, and the Jets need some offensive line help for sure. I'll give this one a B. At number 15, the Patriots took Mac Jones, quarterback out of Alabama. I'm personally not the biggest Mac Jones guy, but still, to not trade up and still get him at 15 is pretty good value, honestly, so I'll give it a B-. I don't have the highest expectations, but the fact that they stayed put at 15 and still got him is pretty impressive. At number 16, the Arizona Cardinals took Zaven Collins, linebacker out of Tulsa. He's a big, exciting player, moves very well. I give this one a B-. It's a safe pick. I don't expect him to be a superstar, but playing next to Isaiah Simmons and on a good Cardinals defense, well, it should be good or should be better next year. It's pretty exciting, so I think a B- is a decent grade for him. At number 17, the Raiders took Alex Leatherwood, the offensive tackle out of Alabama. Don't know if he'll be a right tackle or a right guard. We'll find out about that one. But I wasn't a big fan of this pick. I thought it was kind of a reach, so I'll give it a C-. I would like to be proven wrong here because I don't have anything against the guy or the Raiders, but still, I thought it was a bit of a reach. This could have been a second-round pick, it seemed like, so we'll see how it pans out for Las Vegas. At number 18, the Dolphins took Jalen Phillips, defensive end out of Miami. I'm a big fan of Phillips, but his injuries are concerning, I must say, but he's basically a top 15 talent in this class. I would have liked better value on him, but I'll give it a B. I think it's a pretty decent pick. Hopefully for their sake he stays healthy, because if he does, he might be the best edge rusher in this class. At number 19, Washington football team takes Jamin Davis, linebacker out of Kentucky. I personally like Jamin Davis. It was a bit early, honestly, so I'll give it a B+. He's very athletic, has ability in pass coverage. He should be pretty good and is on a good defense, which should help, so I will give it a B+. At number 20, the Giants took Kadarius Toney, wide receiver out of Florida. I'll give it a C+ because I have my concerns with the injuries and the route running ability, but at the same time, he's a very explosive player, very good with the ball in his hands, tough to bring down. He will fill in the slot right away for the Giants and play next to Sterling Shepard and Kenny Golladay. It should be a fun and exciting pick for the Giants. I'll give it a C+. At number 21, the Colts took Kwity Paye, defensive end out of Michigan. So Kwity Paye had a very impressive pro day. He's a tremendous athlete, needs to develop some more pass rushing moves, but he's already very good against the run. He's a solid player. I'll give this one a B, but has the potential to be even better. At number 22, the Tennessee Titans took Caleb Farley, the cornerback out of Virginia Tech. So I love Caleb Farley. He would have been my favorite corner in this class if it wasn't for the back injury concerns in the ACL. So I don't know what his availability will be. Based on that, I'll give it a C. He has the potential to be the best corner in this class, however, so it's definitely a high risk, high reward type of pick. But if they feel that Farley's going to be healthy, then this will be a good pick for Tennessee. At number 23, the Vikings, via the trade back with the Jets, took Christian Darrisaw, an offensive tackle out of Virginia Tech. He should be the left tackle right away. He's very consistent in pass protection. Not the greatest guy on the move, but he should be a pretty safe pick for the most part. I'll give this one a B. At number 24, the Pittsburgh Steelers took Najee Harris, running back out of Alabama. I'm not really a big fan of taking running backs in the first round, especially when you're a team like the Steelers that needs more than just a running back, especially some offensive line help. Maybe they'll get it in day 2 or day 3. We'll find out. But I'll give this one a C+. I think Najee Harris is going to be a good NFL player. He might even win Offensive Rookie of the Year, who knows. But still, I don't think taking a running back that early is smart. And I will say the same thing about Jacksonville's pick at number 25. Jacksonville had the luxury of having James Robinson, the undrafted free agent, on a rookie contract for a couple more years on a very cheap contract, and then go ahead and take Travis Etienne. I know that's the former teammate of your new quarterback in Trevor Lawrence, but at the same time, taking a running back at 25 when you already have an undrafted guy on a very, very team-friendly contract did not seem like the smartest thing. But just like Najee Harris, Travis Etienne may be a very special running back. We'll see how it goes, but based on teams taking running backs in the first round in recent history, it has not gone very well. At number 26, the Cleveland Browns took Greg Newsome, who put up a really, really good season for Northwestern in 2020. Had a very good passer rating against him, did not allow many completions, was barely targeted because he was that good this year. So I like this pick for Cleveland. I know they have some cornerbacks, Denzel Ward, they have Greedy Williams, but adding Greg Newsome there to that already very good secondary cannot hurt them whatsoever. I'll give this one a B+. I do like this pick for Cleveland. At number 27, the Baltimore Ravens took Rashad Bateman, wide receiver out of Minnesota. I don't know if this is the best fit for Bateman, honestly, as an outside guy for a Baltimore Ravens offense, so I'll give it a C+. I do like Bateman. If he went to a different team like the Green Bay Packers, for instance, I might have given this an A-, so I do like Bateman the player. I just don't know if I love the team fit, honestly. At number 28, the Saints took Peyton Turner, defensive end out of Houston. I feel like I like Peyton Turner more than most people, so I'll give this one a B. I know that Cam Jordan's probably not going to be playing at a high level much longer. They have Marcus Davenport, so at the same time, they lost Trey Hendrickson, they lost Sheldon Rankins, and Malcolm Brown, so they needed some defensive line help. I feel like Peyton Turner's kind of slept on in this class. I do like him. Very big guy, very powerful, can develop some more pass rushing moves, but I like it. I'll give this pick a B. At 29, the Packers took Eric Stokes, a cornerback out of Georgia, so across from Jair Alexander and benching Kevin King should be a good thing for them, honestly. But Eric Stokes in the first round may be a bit of a reach, but I'll give it a B-. He should be okay. Hopefully he stays healthy. I do love his ball skills, and he should be a pretty decent pick as long as he's out there. At number 30, the Buffalo Bills took Gregory Rousseau, a guy that I thought would be a round 2 pick, honestly, based on how bad his pro day was. I'm not the biggest Rousseau fan. I'll give it a C. Hopefully I'm wrong, honestly, but at the same time, I just was not really a big fan of his. He did a lot of his damage from the interior. I don't see that being the case in the NFL for Rousseau. At number 31, the Baltimore Ravens took Jason Oweh via the trade for Orlando Brown just a couple weeks ago. Now, I'm not the biggest Jason Oweh guy, but I do love the scheme fit. I love that Baltimore has developed pass rushers over the years, so if any team can develop Jason Oweh into something special, it's probably Baltimore. So in that case, I'll give it a B-, but I could have went lower if he went to a different team. At number 32, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers went Joe Tryon, defensive end out of Washington. Jason Pierre-Paul's going to be there for one more year, maybe. That's how many years is left on his contract, so it might be a pretty good proactive move here by the Buccaneers. Joe Tryon did not play last year, but had 8.5 sacks, I believe, just a couple years ago. So a very talented player, just like everyone else, needs to have some more pass rushing moves, but he has a really good motor, some good upside. It's a decent pick for Tampa. I'll give it a B-. So that'll do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. For the most part, it was pretty high grades, some C's in there, but for the most part, I gave out some A's and B's. It was a pretty fun draft, though. A nice draft night. It was good to see, people in person at the draft. Roger Goodell shaking hands. Last year's draft experience was very weird, and hopefully the only time we have to experience that as football fans. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys next time.